G'day folks, welcome to Hot Talk, Hot Live, Hot Wellington, and my name is Sean Rush. You might remember me as the rather awkward, mischievous city councillor. I survived it. I'm here in Wellington. We're downtown at St Diablo's, a new bar that's opened down here, and we've got a few guests that are going to tell us what they think's hot in Wellington. And first up today, we've got a young chap, superstar, on his way to great things, called Regan Schooler. So Regan's got an incredible strike rate. Out of his all of his races, he wins about nearly 50% of them. Just incredible, and he gets on the podium over 60% of the time. So this guy is fast. Now, Regan, how did you get into this sort of expensive game, and where is he going to take it?
I just got really lucky with a dad that sort of was passionate about motorsport. Started in karting when I was about 8, and we just progressed in the cars, and now we're sort of racing in GT New Zealand, which is sort of a big championship over here. But in the next sort of year or so, we're going to Australia to do the Michelin Sprint and Courier Cup, and hopefully they'll lead to be at Supercars.
Yeah, so is that halfway through to the Formula 1 and the Indy or something like that?
Yeah, so it's called like feeder series. So pretty much you just sort of do these smaller series to then get up to the big leagues.
Yes.
Yeah, and that could take me GT3 across the world, Le Mans, get Supercars, sort of whatever.
Oh, you don't want to be a Wellington City Councillor, eh? Oh, that's really amazing. So you got a lady in your life?
Not at the moment. Just focusing on sort of my job and racing and just sort of doing the right things in my life.
And you're a Wellington College old boy?
Yeah.
Got anything to say in the school? All the guys back to school and the teachers?
I guess thanks for the good last 5 years. I learnt a lot. Could have learnt more, I would say, depending on what I'd done, but overall it was a good experience.
Did you eat KFC?
On occasion, yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, mate, we'll finish up with a few hot tips from you. So what's your favourite bar down Courtney Place? If you've got one.
I think I've been Courtney Place 4 times.
Oh, okay.
I would say Dakota's is always pretty good.
Sits down, those pretty good too.
I actually haven't been yet, but I might have to give it a go.
What about your favourite beach?
Or
do that surfing? No? Smoke?
I just chill out with some mates, park up in our cars sometimes. I'd say Oriental Parade's always good, like, especially the apartment area.
Okay, well, Oriental Parade is pretty hot, there's no question about it, although today it's pretty cold, but that's because of the weather, which we do put up with. Hey Regan, so your next move then, off to Australia, when's that going to happen?
Sort of just whenever this year's possible, like, I've got a good team of sponsors, Laser Electrical, Ultra Interiors.
You give your sponsors a bit of a
and Speedy Signs.
Yeah.
And Audio Avenue as well, for helping you along the way.
That's great. It's great to have those people around you, and your dad, of course. I feel terrible. I just got my son a soccer ball and said go play soccer. But anyway, Regan, hey, thanks so much for coming on. It's been wonderful to get your hot tips, and that was Hot Talking with Regan Schooler.
Oh, thanks, Tim.
Wellington on a good day or even a bad day too. You can't beat Wellington, it's a cliche, but nonetheless it's true.
Well, welcome back to Hot Tips, Hot Live, Hot Wellington. And we're with the hottest guy in Wellington, John Allen. John, come on, let's pretty you up a bit, mate. There we go. Fantastic. John probably doesn't need any introduction, but I'll say a few words anyway. John's been, he was the head of the post office, he was head of Ministry for Foreign Affairs back in the day. But what's really exciting is John's actually in charge of parties now. He's in charge of fun. And now he's got the hat on, you can see why. I'm Sean Rush. I'm the former Sins was a Wellington City Councillor, and I survived. So here I am. I'm here with Sarah Jane Seddon as well, and we're talking what's hot in Wellington and with John Allen today. So John, tell me what's happening with Wellington, New Zealand, as being the leading entity to make fun things happen in Wellington.
Yep. So the first thing to talk about is events, because events bring people to the city. They fill up the bars, they fill up the shops, they get people excited and get them in the accommodation. So they're really good for the city. We've got Rome Factory's lights in the gardens right at the moment, which is pulling them in. It's unbelievable experience out. Fantastic. Wandering through the gardens, in the garden with all these amazing lights. We've got Doctor Who about to start Tarkina, so that's if you're a Whovian.
My name's Sarah Jane.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's Whovian, and I know songs of Whovian. Oh, yeah. So all Whovians will be descending on the capital from all around the world. Yeah. And then we've got this incredible lineup over the next little while of music, of sport, of just amazing stuff, which is going to keep attracting people to our city. So that's the first thing.
Yes.
The second thing we keep doing is talking up the city. So it's really, I know it's tough for people, I know it's hard at the moment, but let's be clear, this is a fantastic city and there's heaps of really good stuff going on. You know, I was opening a conference the other day, just up in the harbour side, with about, 250 tech people who are all founders and starting up their businesses, many of them, or most of them based here in Wellington. And they were, the vibe was just so positive and so upbeat. I mean, yeah, they've got struggles, yes, they've got challenges, like all of us, costs are going up and all that stuff, but they're there changing the world. And then last week I had the graduations at the university. Yes. And honestly, there you are with thousands of young people who are just, they're just so passionate about all that's in front of them. Yeah. And they're going hard for it. It's hard not when you're sitting in that sort of environment not to get excited.
Okay, we're going to sort of round it up by 2 or 3 questions. Favourite restaurant in the city?
Oh, grief. Favourite restaurant at the moment? It's bloody hard, isn't it? I'll go for Margot.
Margot, okay. If you were a swimming man or a swimming person or a surfing person, where would you go?
If I was, I'll be right. Wait, you answer that one.
I can answer that one.
Where should I go?
I was going to suggest that Sarah ask the last question.
Oh, okay.
Where should I go?
Island Bay.
Island Bay.
Or Princess Bay.
Okay, Island Bay. That's where I'll be.
It is cold.
You can go snorkeling there, but snorkeling is pretty amazing.
On the coast.
And Sarah Jane, you got one for John?
Whereabouts is your suit from?
This suit.
It's got to get more colours,
I don't know, probably working style.
It's not just
Wellington working style, or it'll be from my good friends the Vance Brothers.
Yeah. Well, John, I always love talking to you because you're always full of positivity and exuberance. So, really thrilled that you come join us here. And that is the hot things from John Allen here on Hot Talk.
Sorry, thank you.
Wellington on a good day or even a bad day too. You can't beat Wellington, it's a cliche, but nonetheless it's true.
Well, folks, welcome back to Hotline. Here it is, Wellington Live Hotline. We're doing hot tips with hot people, and none is more hotter than Polly Gillespie. Hey, Polly. We're also here with Sarah Jane Seddon as well. You know who I am. I'm a failed or ex-politician, Sean Rush, ex-city councillor, so I survived that, so I reckon I can survive all this as well. But I feel like a bit of a fraud today because this is the first real interviewing I've been doing this sort of format, whereas Polly here has been doing it for decades.
Yes.
Polly, why don't you tell us a little bit about your role on Wellington Broadcast?
Before you do, would you like a hat?
No, I wrote Tony.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
You're welcome.
Too much accessories.
Too much.
Too much.
I won't go there.
So I started in radio in Wellington in 1991. Way back, which actually doesn't seem that long ago.
I graduated.
Did you?
I graduated with law degree.
Did you?
Yeah.
And here you are in the silly nest. Yeah.
For all that work.
Great. I've interviewed a lot of people over a lot of years, a lot of interesting and famous people. And,
Who would you say would be the most interesting or most famous?
Donald Trump.
Well, yes.
What?
It's the info.
Beyonce. I mean, it's just Beyonce. Will Smith. Just about, you know, I can watch some TV shows and go, oh, I've met all of those people, you know. So it's great. I've had a very the least in my career to do some really cool stuff.
Cool. What about you, Sarah Jane? You don't do blowing tops?
No, I just start early. Prevent the line. At the Botox route. I'm not the Botox route.
Yeah. Okay, and so you're living here in Wellington?
I am.
What part of town are you in?
I'm in Otago Bay.
Oh, Theodore Bay. My old mate Eugene Dall down there, and the waves crashing, the sea level rising.
Well, I lived in Otago Bay for years.
Yeah.
And then moved to Theodore Bay because where I lived on Durham Street. And when they put in all of the cycleways and no parking, all of the traffic and cars came one street over my street.
Yep.
That's
I told them to put the cycleway in Durham Street.
They should have.
They won't listen to me.
The freaking cycleway, of course they should have. Oh, damn you.
yeah.
Why didn't they listen? And then the cycleway stops in Derrynport, so I'm like, one way to the other, and then you have to get off your bike or risk crazy one to please.
You can't actually have to get up quite a tough hill to get up to Derrynport then on the way to Newtown. But anyway, we're not here politicking, but
I was going to ask you in Ophir Bay on that. Well, recently there was that amazing Aurora display, and there was a lot of traffic coming into Ophir Bay. I don't know if you were here when that happened a couple of days ago. How was the traffic down on the Red Rocks area?
What happens? My very good friend of mine said to me, he was in Australia, and he said, what about those lights? And I went, what lights? And he went, the lights. And so I went running out in my Powerpuff Girls t-shirt. And tried to get somewhere, but it was packed.
It was packed.
I couldn't get anywhere.
happens in Ophir Bay all the time.
Hopefully you break down in my little tiny Powerpuff Girls t-shirt.
Well, Polly, it's been an honour and a privilege to have you on the show here this afternoon.
Yeah.
And to think that you mentioned a bunch of people you've interviewed, and here I am sitting next to you. I feel like I'm swamped in your glory. So
You are a bit
I am a bit.
sweating like a naughty Catholic.
I'm still getting over a bit of flu, I think. But anyway, thanks so much for coming on Hot Talk and Hot Live with your hot tips.
Yeah.
And that was Pauline Gillespie.
Please call me Polly.
Polly.
For God's sake. I need my bank account.
Or your mum in your trouble. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
You can't beat Wellington on a good day or even a bad day too. You can't beat Wellington, it's a cliche, but nonetheless it's true.
G'day folks, you're back with Hot Live, Hot Talk with Hot Wellington Live. I'm your host, Sean Rush, ex-city councillor, and a bit burned from that, resurrecting myself on the Wellington Live feed. We're doing hot tips, we're talking to hot people, and I'm here with Sarah Jane Seddon, and today our hot person to speak to is Vicky Hart. Vicky is known as the Queen of Dumplings, owner of House of Dumplings. And why don't you tell us a little bit, how did you get into dumplings?
Before you do, put on a hat.
Well, a
Yeah,
hat.
and so a Chinese and a Mexican hat, why not? Yeah, it's really multicultural.
We are multicultural here. Except for me. I've got my flamboyant liberal lefty shirt on.
So dumplings, I started 12 years ago, basically, and I spent 70 hours to make the dumplings for the first market stall at City Market, where the Martin Boston University Chinese started. And sold out in 2 hours, and that was it. So,
Wow.
Yep.
They must have been like hotcakes. Have you got some to show us some of your products?
Well, if I'm allowed to do product endorsement,
Of course you are.
I didn't sponsor this event, unfortunately, at the space at all. But I'm fucking squeezing it anyway. it's given.
So thank you. I see you're originally from Hong Kong. Yes, from Hong Kong. Now there's a lot of debate here in Wellington about high
Yes.
density. Wow, Hong Kong is really high density.
It's a shithole, basically.
It is.
It's like a concrete jungle, and like there's no room to breathe. And capitalism is just on top of it.
Right.
Couple.
Have we got some questions online?
We had one.
No one knows me.
What is the most stressful thing in business you've had to overcome?
Variable staff. Yeah, money. I gotta say there's more bad days than good days, to be honest. I think we've been oversold completely about running a business. It depends on what you're in there for. If you're in there for money, I would say just fuck off. Just go drink and chop.
We're allowed to say that, aren't we? On Wellington Live, it's hot talk. It's not. We're not here to. Well, I like to talk about the spiders. Well, there's a small number of people, in my view, that are naysayers about Wellington. But we've just been talking with a few outstanding Wellingtonians like you who think actually Wellington's a pretty good place to be. Do you want to say a few words about where's your favourite beach? Where's your favourite place to eat? What part of town do you live in?
I live in two places. I live in town, and I've got an apartment in town, and which I'm about to move out of because I am moving to Auckland. Well, I'm going to live in Wellington. I'm going to work in Auckland during the week, so I slept with places. I'm in Texas, so I'm
Did I hear that? Come on, Wellington Live to exclusively tell us about
Wellington, it's always going to be my heart. I think it's everything's walking distance. You know, it's amazing. When I was having a meeting and then 8 minutes bike to waterfront to appointment, 8 minutes, I was biking, parked right outside the fucking place.
Yeah.
There's no other place in town at other times to do that. It was amazing. Anyways, food. I don't know. Taste of Home is quite cool. It's just around the corner of my workplace. Beaches. Beaches are for bitches. I don't do beaches.
You don't get the water.
I swim. I did swimming for 10 years. I fucking hate fishes. I don't know what fish is gonna fucking bite my tongue. I don't do it. Swim boom.
All right, Vicky. Well, hey, so thanks so much for coming on. Good luck for your time in Auckland. I'm thrilled that you're actually still living in Wellington.
I'll be here.
And thanks for coming out, giving us your hot tips for the Hot Live talking channel for Wellington Live.
Can't beat Wellington on a good day or even a bad day too. You can't beat Wellington, it's a cliche, but nonetheless it's true.
Brian Bloxton for Hotline. Well, I'm stepping in for Sean Rush, who's a counsellor who's been doing the interviews today. I've just been asked by Vicky how to do an interview directly because we know each other. Vicky, you've announced earlier that you sold house dumplings to an Auckland company.
Yes. Juicy dumplings. Yes.
Why?
12 years, man. Graham. It's I need to have personal growth. I really need to. I need to go. I'm going to go before. I need to, do better things. And I can't be doing the same shit.
What are the better things?
Better things, I think I just need to learn.
Are you trying to put your leg onto my leg? So
Yes, I am trying, Graham. Like, I'm trying to fucking take a fun to you, man.
No, I've just got to keep this family show. Wellington family show, and I just wondered what that knee activity was.
Dude, I'm following you.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Sarah Jane, do you remember the question?
Yes, I remember that question. Well, both ADHD is not going anywhere.
So if we're both ADHD, that means what would happen, Sarah Jane? If we were both ADHD.
It's like sidetrack. We should go to a different conversation. You were saying about talking about
the
dumpling.
show sidetrack?
Yeah, that's right.
The ADHD show.
No,
sidetrack.
why I do that because I realized that I just turned 40 and I just realized that I need to move on to better things. I can't be constantly doing fucking dumplings forever. I need to evolve as a human being. So this is a great stepping stone because I sold my business, but I can still work under House Dumplings, which means I love what I do. I just don't want to freaking own the damn business. So it's allow me to breathe and allow me to see the world of what's next.
Sarah Jane, I mean, what would you say to Sarah Jane if you were starting a business?
How old are you, Sarah?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 22. So
Holy shit! Right, my God.
Sarah Jane wants to start.
No, it's too long ago. Yes. You're starting a new business.
I'm not, but like if you had advice,
Don't fucking do it, man.
don't do it. Just stay on the.
Well, it depends. You really gotta ask, what's the purpose of doing so? If you want to prove yourself, fucking do it. If you want to make money, don't fucking do it because it's the wrong reason. But if you want to have personal growth, if you want to prove yourself something, brilliant. Because you're gonna have so much shit gonna throw at your face that you have to fight. All the time, non-stop. And it's brilliant. You will grow so much faster than anything.
Are you inspired? Do you feel inspired
Yeah, I
after
do.
that?
I did.
Have you ever thought of starting a business, Sarah Jane?
I have a few times because obviously I'm still young, so I'm trying to see where I'm going to go to in the future.
As much as you can first.
I'm your shareholder in Wellington Life.
I need to learn.
What about the life that you have of recovery after you've worked your 80, 90, 100 hour weeks? Are you going to give yourself a bit more
Oh,
time for
no.
massages
So
and touching? And,
I've got a full-time job sorted out, and then I'm.
but what about the touching though? Because dumplings is such a pliable touching thing. And you
I'm
love
not
to
talking like
touch.
dumplings anymore,
You
Greg.
love to touch little things. And who are you going to touch? What are you going to touch?
It's just like
Honestly, don't answer that.
I'm a tangible person, but not in that way. But it's Graham, you put in the wrong. No, I'm not gonna answer that question. No. You think you got
That was Graham Bloxham
You think you got both for
That was Graham Bloxham for Wellington Live, chatting with Vicky Ha, the dumpling queen, all the way in from Taranaki Street.
Yes, correct.
Can't beat Wellington on a good day or even a bad day too. You can't beat Wellington, it's a cliche, but nonetheless it's true.
Welcome back to Hot Live with Wellington Live. I'm Sean Rush, former Wellington City Councillor. Sean Rush got burnt badly, but here I am. I'm back. I've got my liberal lefty colourful shirt on. I'm here today with a really good bloke who also got a bit burnt with the Wellington City Council experience, and that is former Mayor Andy Foster, now Member of Parliament. Andy Foster. So I don't know, you've gone from your worship to I don't know what now. We're also here with Sarah.
Would you like a hat?
Oh, but you know, long come on. Torywood. Anyway, Andy, do you want to just say a couple of reflections on your time on the council? What was the thing that you actually liked the most?
Oh, look, I think it's being home engaged with local people. There's one of the things I do miss a little bit is that I don't get to see some of the same people and do some of those. There's some little nitty things that really help people out. So I'm not quite as in touch with the city as I was. And that's because I've now got very much international perspective rather than a local perspective. But there are a number of different projects that I'm still involved with, city projects, and keep to see those through.
I mean, you were one of the big movers and shakers behind the town belt, I think it was, the Zealandia. They must be, they're just outstanding success stories.
Well, look, I was just having a chat with John Allen, and he was saying that the tech sector is going really, really well. And one of the things the tech sector businesses really like, most of those were in the, workability, but I wanted the natural environment here.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm really, really proud of. I've been a foundation trustee.
Yeah.
So they still, in fact, I was out this morning doing a little bit of tracking. And that was pretty good.
The mice have come inside because of the cold weather, so I'm doing some trapping too. That's quite turning into political football, so I won't go into it before setting it offline. But so you live out Kalori, quite close to Zealandia, so you're out there. So if you were going to go out for dinner, take places out, where would you go in Wellington?
Well, Kalori's still short on dinner places, but I always like to go down to a nice ambience, nice view. In Kalori, probably be it'd probably be either that. Probably that.
What about CBD?
In the CBD, I'd probably go to Shed 5, something like that.
Right,
Outside, waterfront.
what about Green Parrot? Is that still going?
Oh, Green Parrot's great. Yeah, Green Parrot's great.
Well, won't need to go there, but yeah. Okay, you've got a choice. We'll wrap it up now, mate, because I don't think you're much of a swimmer. I normally ask about the coaches.
I
got to ask that last time.
Yeah.
It's no problem. I'm not going to change my mind.
We just had a guest who lives in O'Farrow Bay, and she tells me that the stream is clean. It's got aquamarine life in it.
Beautiful.
So we did something well done, Wellington. Anyway, we're going to wrap that up, Andy. Lovely as always to see you. Good luck, and teach you some good things for Wellington.
Yes, I see you. Cheers, Jack.
Wellington on a good day or even a bad day too. You can't beat Wellington, it's a cliche, but nonetheless it's true.